I built a Claude skill that replaces Higgsfield. Then I ran the numbers and I got an answer I didn't want. There's one number that decides whether you cancel or keep paying. And it's not the one anybody is talking about. I still use mine every week. It saves me about $16 a month, and that's the least interesting reason. If you've missed it, Higgsfield is an AI tool for making images, videos, and voice from a text prompt or a photo you give it. I am only comparing the first two because that's what I use. Your feed is full of creators showing you what it can do. Some even say cancel it. I couldn't find anyone who's actually done the maths, and the skill I made is called Studio. It's not code. It's a page of written instructions that Claude reads before it does a job. Mine says make me an image, use the cheapest thing that can do it, save it here, and save the exact wording it used. 10 seconds, 3.5 cents, and next to every image there is a note with the exact words that made it. Not what I typed, what I actually sent. Because 3 weeks later, I can still see exactly how I made it. So that's the replacement. Now, here's the bit I couldn't find anywhere. Higgsfield sells credits $9 a month, $23, or $59 if you pay it annually. And on their own page, they tell you what those credits buy. 600 credits gets you 300 images. So one image costs 2 credits. It shows up at all 3 prices, so we can actually do the maths. Google sells the same image generator directly, 13.5 cents an image. So on the middle plan, Higgsfield charges about 7.5 cents for the image. Google charges 13.5 for, roughly half price. Same generator, except that's the price per image and nobody buys one image. Here's the actual line for all 3 plans. On the $9 plan, 67 images a month. On the 23, 172. On the 59, 440. Under your number, you are better off paying Google directly. Over it, keep your subscription. And notice the cheap plan has the lowest bar. $9 is the easiest one to get your money's worth from. I make one video a week. 30 rough drafts, 10 proper images, dozen clips. Call it $7 a month. I'd be paying $23 for credits I'm not using. But that's images. Most people use Higgsfield for videos. So I ran that too, and the answer flips completely. A good 8-second clip paid direct is $3.20. $23 buys you 7 of them. The same $23 on Higgsfield buys you 27. Different video model, but the same trade. So if video is your main thing, keep the subscription. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. One quick thing, the pricing on this page keeps changing, so you might be seeing something different to me depending when you're watching this. So don't write down my number. Take whatever your plan costs and divide it by what one image costs you direct. So why bother doing it this way at all? 3 things. First, when I don't use it, it costs me nothing. Some months I make 2 images. Second, I can use the cheaper setting when I'm just testing the idea. An 8-second clip on the best setting is $3.20. On the cheap test setting, it's about 40 cents. Same company, 8 times cheaper. Higgsfield on the other side doesn't sell you the cheap one. So I make the rough version first. Then I only pay for the good setting when I know I'm keeping it. Third, the files are on my laptop, not in anybody else's account. But this setup loses in one very obvious situation. On the paid plan, not the $9 one, Higgsfield gives you 10 days where you can make as much as you want with some of their video generators. There is no pay-per-use version that beats unlimited. If you are doing an ad sprint next week, go and use that, genuinely. One last practical thing. It quotes me the cost before it spends anything and waits for a yes. You can set a budget alert in Google's console if you want telling when you hit a number. So, are you making 6 images a day every day? Then ignore everything I just said. Keep your subscription. It's cheaper. If you're not, you are paying a monthly fee for capacity you're not using. And a page of written instructions gets you most of the way there for what you actually use. So why do I still use mine? 3 reasons. It saves me about $16 a month. It's no harder. I type what I want in plain English either way. And I can see the exact words it sent, the exact costs, and where the money went. Higgsfield is a box you can't see into. I'd rather see. If you like this kind of comparison where I run the numbers instead of guessing, please hit a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.